Let me tell you something most guys never really understand. A woman doesn't fall for you because of a moment. She falls because of a feeling. It's not about the expensive dinners or the romantic playlists. It's about what starts happening inside her without her even realizing it. And it's not sudden. It's not fireworks. It's quiet. It's gradual. And the truth, she won't even be able to explain it if you ask her, because love, real love, isn't logical. It's emotional. It's spiritual. It's the way she feels when you walk into the room, the way your energy makes her body unclench. So if you're chasing her with flowers and trying to impress her with surface level charm, you're missing it. Let me show you the moments that actually make her fall in love, even if she won't admit it. Point one, she falls for the man who's not trying to win her. You want to know what really messes with her mind in the best way? It's when you're not performing, you're not chasing, you're just being, you're calm, you're grounded. You don't need her attention to feel valuable, and that throws her off in a good way, because most guys come in with a plan, with a checklist of compliments, charm, pressure, but the man who isn't trying to win her makes her feel something rare: freedom, freedom to choose, freedom to relax, freedom to just feel, and that freedom creates safety. And from safety, love starts to bloom quietly, naturally, authentically. Point two, she starts falling when your silence speaks louder than your words. You don't have to be the loudest guy in the room. You just have to be the one whose silence feels stable. You know what I mean? That kind of presence where even when you're not speaking, she can feel you. You're not on your phone, not scanning the room. You're with her. And in that stillness, she starts to let her guard down, because silence makes space. And in that space, her emotions expand. She doesn't need more words from you. She just needs to feel that when you're near her, she matters. And if she feels important in your silence, that's when her heart starts leaning in. Point three, she falls for the man who listens without trying to fix her. When she opens up to you about her stress, her fears, her past, don't rush in to solve it. She's not looking for a solution. She's looking for connection. Just be there. Listen without interrupting. Validate without redirecting. Because the moment she realizes she can be emotional around you without being judged or fixed, her heart begins to soften. She stops holding her breath. And that's when her feelings start forming. Not because you solved anything, Vrishtab, but because you gave her space to just feel. Point four, she falls for the man who respects her pace. Every woman has her own rhythm, her own emotional timeline. If you're trying to rush her into labeling it, forcing closeness, or making her feel guilty for taking her time, she'll shut down. But if you can respect her pace, truly respect it, not fake patience while secretly keeping score, she notices, she feels it. And ironically, the less pressure she feels, the faster she moves towards you, because love needs time, time to trust, time to breathe, time to bloom, and the man who honors that process becomes unforgettable. Point five, she starts falling when you don't flinch at her darkness. Everyone's got their shadows, their past, their mess, but most men only want the polished version of a woman. They love her when she's fun, sweet, sexy. But what about when she's tired, angry, confused? If you can hold space for her even in those darker moments, if you don't flinch when she shows you the parts she's ashamed of, she'll feel something she's probably never felt before, safe in her wholeness. And when a woman feels safe showing you all of her, that's when real love begins. Point six, she falls for the man who's building something without her. You want to really pull her in? Have a mission, a vision, something that matters to you outside of her. A woman doesn't want to be your entire life. She wants to be a part of a life that already has depth. When she sees you focused on your purpose, when she sees you investing in yourself, she feels drawn in. Because your ambition, your discipline, your drive, that's magnetic. She doesn't fall in love with the man who needs her. She falls for the man who chooses her without needing her to fill a void. Point seven, She starts falling when your attention feels earned, not given away. There's a difference between being kind and being available to everyone. A woman notices when your attention is selective, not in a game-playing way, but in a grounded, self-respecting way. When you're not giving your energy to every woman, when you're not always texting, always liking, always chasing, she realizes your attention is earned, not thrown around. And when she gets it, it means something, because it's not a performance. It's not approval, it's presence. And that presence becomes addictive because it feels real, it feels rare. Point 8, she falls for the man who's okay without her, but better with her. Here's the paradox most guys miss. She doesn't want a man who needs her. She wants a man who's fine without her, but chooses her anyway. If you're desperate for her attention, you lose value. But if your life is full, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, your love becomes a gift, not a request. She falls for the man whose heart is full without her, but open enough to let her in. That balance, that's what makes her feel chosen, not chased. And that's what love actually feels like to a woman. Not overwhelming, but inevitable. So stop trying to impress her. Stop trying to figure out the perfect line or gesture, and start becoming the kind of man who feels like truth. Because love doesn't happen when you chase it. It happens when you embody it. And when you do that, when you build that depth, you won't need to make her fall. She just will.